Hey everyone, it's me, Dan Things. This is going to be a very difficult video. Everyone has been wondering how's the turbo installs coming along. You know, what kind of power is it making? I get requests and messages all the time. It's been almost 6 weeks. I've only got bad news. So the 525 install did not go well at all. It is baffling, and I'm hoping maybe someone out there might be able to figure it out, because it just makes no sense. So before we installed the turbo at MRC, we did a health check of the car, and we dynoed it with APR, and then MRC uploaded their software, which made even more power. It made almost 390 horsepower and about 435 foot-pound of torque. A lot. I'm going to try and show that dyno, and that's with my current setup on the stock turbo. So, you know, great result, you know, really good, considering I've got a stock exhaust. Pretty damn good. So the 525 was put on, and it just doesn't make the power. It does not make the power at all. Getting like 450 horsepower. It was terrible. The car's making boost, but it pulls timing. With 30 psi, which is a lot of psi by the way, it was only making about 475, 479. So thought maybe there's something wrong with the turbo. So TTE were very kind. They sent over another 525, just in case there was something wrong with the first one, and that one did exactly the same thing. So then they were really kind and sent a 470. The 470 is a known quantity to MRC and to a lot of tuners. It's been around a lot longer. We know what kind of figures it puts out, and they know how to tune it, whereas the 525 was an unknown. Maybe it was a tuning issue, you know, it could possibly be. So I did the downgrade to the 470, and that was only making 420 to 430 horsepower. It's pulling timing up top, you know, from like 4.5, 5,000 RPM. It's just like going zigzag like that. It just isn't working. And we checked everything, okay? We changed the spark plugs, we've changed intake pipes, we've changed downpipes, we've even removed the catback exhaust, which gained 15 horsepower but wasn't the fix. Done absolutely everything you can imagine, okay? MRC must be sick and tired of seeing my car in their workshop. They cannot get it to make the numbers. As it stands with the 470, we're up to 430 horsepower, and it's down on power compared to stock until like 5,500 RPM. And it's making less torque than the stock turbo. And we don't know why. There's nothing wrong with the car. I even did a compression test, and it's well within spec. Baffling, absolutely baffling, and I've had no choice, and it breaks my heart to do this, but I'm having to go back to the stock turbo, because I cannot afford to, you know, mess around the car any longer. I mean, God only knows what the bill's going to be. I'm left empty-handed. It's been an absolute disaster, and take this as a warning, okay? Because my car was really healthy, okay? It's always been performing very well. As you know, you see my videos, it quarter mile times, 0 to 60 runs, it's been to Germany and back, I use it daily, it's been perfect. And before we did the turbo install, it was perfect. But for some reason, it just is not happy with the turbo swap. And no idea why. And MRC are one of the best in the business. They are one of the best in Europe when it comes to tuning. And if they don't know, no one knows. And here I am with, you know, 2.5 grand's worth of turbo. That is now technically second hand. And I'm having to go back to stock and also pay a big bill to return it to stock. So it's been an absolute nightmare. So a word of warning, or my advice, someone says I'm going to do a turbo swap, I'll say don't do it, because this can happen. Because if it can happen to me, it can happen to anyone. It's a risk. And I'm really careful. I'm so careful with upgrades. I don't know. Yeah, so really shitty video. To add add fuel to the fire of my sadness and anger, my Recaro seats don't quite fit properly. They're too high, and there's nothing we can do about that. Corsas sit higher than you know, A3 S3s, so it's like an inch too high. So not great. So I might end up going back to the stock seats, so more money down the toilet. So my turbo and Recaro project has been a complete waste of fucking time and money, and I've had no car for 6 weeks. So yeah, I'm going to go back to the stock turbo. Fingers crossed that it still performs like it used to, and then I'll update you as soon as I know anything. Alright, yeah, sorry for the shitty video, but yeah, might as well be honest, right? So yeah, see you later.